Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we're about to dive into a massive beginner to professional guide on something that's literally rewiring our world right this very second. We are talking about the future of automation, artificial intelligence, robotics, and the dawn of what's called Industry 5.0. Look, whether you're an engineering student, a maintenance tech, an entrepreneur, or honestly just someone who's super curious about where technology is heading next, you are in the exact right place. Actually, fun fact for you. Did you know the very first industrial rowboat went to work way back in 1961, pouring hot metal? Crazy, right? But today we're talking about a whole different ballgame. So I want you to just ponder these burning questions for a second. Are robots actually going to completely replace humans in the workforce? And when you close your eyes and picture a factory 10, maybe 20 years from now, what does that actually look like? Understanding this digital shift, it isn't just for the hardcore tech experts anymore. It's absolutely crucial for all of us right now. The way we work, the way we make things, how we interact with machines, it's all changing at breakneck speed. Getting ahead of this curve is exactly how you secure your spot in the future.
All right, here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. First, the evolution of automation. Second, technologies powering the future. Third, we'll go inside the smart factory. Fourth, benefits and industry challenges. Fifth, future careers and trends. And finally, number 6, DEVI automation solutions.
Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, the evolution of automation. It's really helpful to look at this whole thing chronologically, like a timeline. So before the 1970s, we were strictly in the manual systems era, right? Machines completely run by human hands. Then in the 70s and 80s, we got basic automation, using relay logic and contactors. But the real game changer happened in the 90s and 2000s. We got industrial automation driven by PLCs. You can think of a PLC as this incredibly rugged, heavy-duty industrial computer. That, plus SCADA systems, gave us serious software control. Then, fast forward to the 2010s, we hit smart automation. That's when we hooked all those systems up to the cloud and the industrial Internet of Things. And, well, that brings us to today and beyond, the 2020s. Welcome to Era 5, Industry 5.0, where machines are autonomous and self-learning. Seeing it laid out like this really shows that modern smart automation isn't some scary sci-fi movie. It's just the next logical step in a very long journey.
Moving right along to Section 2, Technologies Powering the Future.
Now, you've probably heard all the buzz around Industry 4.0, right? Well, hold on to your hats because we are already stepping into Industry 5.0. This is the next massive evolution. We're moving way beyond just putting things on a computer screen. Industry 5.0 is this super exciting vision built around green, sustainable manufacturing, and this is the most important part, human-robot collaboration. We are not erasing humans from the factory floor. We are completely upgrading their roles. To put it simply, Industry 4.0 was all about just getting machines connected, right? Putting data in the cloud, linking up systems, hoarding machine data. But Industry 5.0, it takes that a massive step further. We aren't just connecting machines anymore. We're actually teaching them to work harmoniously and safely right alongside us. We're introducing collaborative robots, or cobots, and putting a huge focus on sustainable automation so we can protect the planet while we build things. So what's actually under the hood, making this massive leap possible? It's a very specific toolkit. Artificial intelligence and machine learning let these systems actually learn and adapt on the fly. The Industrial Internet of Things, or IIoT, is the communication network. We've got those cobots working hand-in-hand with people. Machine vision acts as the literal eyes for quality control. Add in digital twins, which is literally just a virtual clone of a physical factory that you can safely run tests on, edge computing, and blazing fast 5G networks, and boom, you've got the complete building blocks for the future.
All right, Section 3, Inside the Smart Factory.
I absolutely love using a human body analogy to explain how this works. It just makes perfect sense. Think of it in 4 steps. Step 1, sensors collect raw data on the floor. These sensors are the factory's senses, its eyes, its ears, its sense of touch. Step 2, the PLC and the IIoT gateway process that data. That's your nervous system, instantly zipping signals back and forth. Step 3, cloud servers and AI analytics look at all that info. This is the brain, right? It analyzes the situation and decides what needs to happen. And finally, step 4, an automatic decision triggers an action. Those are the muscles, the actual robots or machines physically doing the work based on what the brain commanded. It's brilliant.
Let's demystify the hardware a bit and look at what's physically sitting on that factory floor. PLCs and HMIs. HMIs are just those touchscreen dashboards the operators use. They handle all the system control. VFDs, or variable frequency drives, they make sure the big motors are running at the exact perfect speed with pinpoint precision. Your cobots and industrial robots are doing the heavy lifting and collaborative tasks. Those IIoT gateways and industrial PCs, they're the crucial bridge linking the local factory floor up to the global cloud platforms. And of course, sensors, RFID tags, and machine vision cameras are constantly pulling in real-time data and inspecting every little detail.
Let's pivot slightly to Section 4, Benefits and Industry Challenges. You know, when most people hear the word automation, they instantly just picture a car assembly line. But guys, this transformation is happening literally everywhere. Yes, automobile manufacturing is a massive part of it for sure, but it's also completely revolutionizing textile industries and pharmaceutical processing. It's even moved outdoors into smart agriculture to optimize how we grow our food. It's maintaining solar power plants, running global logistics hubs, smart warehouses, and even optimizing city water treatment plants. It's everywhere. And this quote right here really hits the nail on the head. Massive companies are already living in this future. Just look at the Tesla Smart Factory or Amazon's incredible smart warehouses. By leaning heavily into predictive maintenance, which, by the way, is where AI tells you a machine is going to break down before it actually breaks, and remote monitoring, they're seeing unbelievably high productivity, way better product quality, and their downtime is practically zero. Every single choice they make is backed by hard data. But look, we gotta be objective here and weigh both sides. The benefits, they're staggering. We're talking massive energy savings, hugely improved safety for the human workers, lightning-fast production, and that awesome predictive maintenance. However, the hurdles to actually implement this stuff are real. The initial investment costs are extremely high. Plus, connecting an entire factory to the internet opens up some serious cybersecurity and data privacy risks. Integrating all these different systems can be an absolute headache. And honestly, the biggest bottleneck right now, there is a massive skills gap. There just aren't enough trained people out there to run these systems. And that skills gap brings us perfectly into Section 5, Future Careers and Trends. That massive gap in skilled workers we just talked about, that is your golden ticket. Look at these high-demand career paths. Whether you're aiming to be a PLC programmer, an automation engineer, or maybe you want to dive into AI and IIoT, the opportunities right now are just off the charts. Machine vision experts and smart factory consultants are about to be some of the most sought-after professionals on the planet. If you decide to skill up and grab one of these roles, you are practically guaranteeing yourself an incredibly in-demand, lucrative career. Seriously, the industry needs you right now. Finally, wrapping up with Section 6, DEVI Automation Solutions. So if you're sitting there wondering how you actually bridge the gap between being a beginner today and becoming one of those highly paid professionals tomorrow, I really want to point you toward DEVI Automation Solutions. They are an absolute premier partner for this stuff, providing professional services across the entire board. I'm talking industrial automation, PLC programming, AI, IIoT, and even cutting-edge stuff like smart agriculture and home automation. They are all about smart technology and building a better tomorrow. If you want to dive deeper, you definitely need to subscribe and follow their content. And hey, if you have business inquiries or if you need installation, commissioning, or a SCADA system built out, do not hesitate to reach out to them directly. Their email is right there on the screen, dvaautomationsolutions@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to leave you with this final, lingering thought. The era of Industry 5.0, it isn't just approaching anymore. It's already here. The tools, the insane technologies, and the amazing career paths are just waiting for you. So how are you going to master the automation of today to build the highly skilled, sustainable world of tomorrow? It is such an exciting time to be learning, and the very next step is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait to see what you go out and build.